With 355 games played for Real Madrid and 28 goals put in by Luka Modric, he has finally gone ahead to be rewarded by Real Madrid for what he has gone ahead to do. Amid him being 38 years of age right now and making 39 in September 9th this year, looks like Madrid is like, we don't want you to go anywhere. Kalvin Phillips has seen his career at West Ham come to an end and is traveling back to Man City. What has been the cause? That's what you're going to be talking about here. And Ange has gone ahead and obviously expose his anguish to the players of Tottenham Hotspur. Smash the like button, comment and share if you're only watching us for the very first time. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu Hikum. Continue to subscribe such that we hit 21,000 subscribers before the end of today, because we are left with just 50 subscribers, I think. So continue doing the needful. Now, let's obviously start it off with a story coming in through from Cadena Sa. You know, they've told us that Real Madrid are now seriously considering offering Luka Modric the renewal. Why is Real Madrid considering to do this? Obviously, it's written all over the world that Real Madrid want experience at their side. It's not only him, but even Toni Kroos is being considered to be one of those that are going to be really given a new contract or a contract extension, because when you look at that midfield of Real Madrid, it's pretty good without Toni Kroos and Luka Modric, but there is one thing lacking in it. It's the experience. So you rather keep Luka Modric there and Toni Kroos in the midfield, such that you have a Camavinga, you have a Chiomini, you have a Jude Bellingham, a Valverde, and then you add on the experience that they bring onto the pitch. And I think the reason as to why they've gone ahead to obviously find it very, very giving to obviously give this 38-year-old player a contract, it's because they haven't gone ahead to identify a number 10 like in his caliber. And they're giving themselves one more season to obviously scout out for the next number 10 to play into that position and give Jude Bellingham a very huge test. For the lion's share of this season, Jude Bellingham has found himself playing as a false number 9 for Real Madrid. And all in all, you'll have to understand that that hasn't gone ahead to be his position, but he executed it very well. But when you look at what the game of football, the modern game of football is really demanding for, you cannot really rely on a player like Jude Bellingham, and that's why they're coming in through of a 17-year-old Endrick is really going to be so much important for the side of. Is going to be important for the side of Real Madrid, because when he comes in through, obviously Jude Bellingham will go into his best position, either a number 10 or a number 8. And for me, I really want to see Bellingham play as a number 8, box-to-box midfielder in that double pivot alongside Chiomini, and see another player like Rodrigo playing ahead of them, because I think that's where he best benefits you. Though his attributes are really huge, and everyone would like to play him in the final third, but I think you get a little bit more out of him when he plays as a number 8, because he'll play from deeper position of the midfield and create a lot of chances for you. So I don't know which decision is going to be taken, and the other reason as to why I think it's really very, very giving to obviously make a decision to offer him a new contract, I'm talking about Luka Modric, it's because of the budget. You know, keeping Luka Modric and getting in a number 10 are two different things. I know they'll try to go for Martin Odegaard in the coming future. That is written all over the wall. They will go for Martin Odegaard, but I see no reason as to why Martin Odegaard will leave the club of Arsenal to go to a club that tormented his career and never gave him a chance to play like how he's playing at Arsenal. So they'll need to break the bank like 80 to 100 million pounds to bring in a new central attacking midfielder or a new number 10 at the club of Arsenal, so at the club of Real Madrid. And right now, we look at the amount of money they are going to really invest in the deal of Kylian Mbappe, close to 150 million pounds, you know, sign-on fee, the salary, and so on and so forth, the intermediaries, it's really a huge transfer. When you add on the amount of money that they should be spending, I think they can only bring in a left back, Alphonso Davies, and many more. That is it. But as it stands right now, it's really very, very, very hard to say to it that you really get in a player who is going to come in through and really play into that position, because all those players available are really expensive. You cannot really go in for them right now, and I think they are waiting for this summer. So Luka Modric, 1 more year at Real Madrid. It looks like a contract extension is being considered by Real Madrid, and they're going to really add him in your contract as a player of Real Madrid. And here we come to Man City, a man who really made the wrong decision to go to Man City, and he's really having problems. And today we're gonna have to get in a story from a Man City correspondent for The Athletic, known as Dan Sheldon, has told us that breaking Kalvin Phillips' season at West Ham could be over after picking up unspecified injury and could now return to Man City for treatment. It is yet to be decided where he will undergo rehab, with both club medical departments in discussions. Now, dropping off like this guy is really very unacceptable. By the time he was playing at Leeds, he was one of the central midfielders that every team was really looking in for. Even Real Madrid, Juventus, Barcelona, we are looking at him to see to it that they play him into their teams. But when he came in at Man City, he's looking horrible, and nothing has gone ahead to go his way. I tell you, he has gone ahead to implode to a level that no one can even think about signing him. No elite club can give him a very good try. So it is said that maybe a team like Leeds will obviously have to take him back and really feel at home, regain his form, and maybe this team will get some good man out of him. But I think it's really over for this guy. It's really over, because for the first 2 games he started at West Ham, having gone ahead to be given a chance to rejuvenate himself, you saw what he did. He went ahead to obviously cost them 2 goals. After costing them 2 goals, and the manager hasn't gone ahead to be starting him very many times, because he never really did the due diligence into the jurisdiction of West Ham. So a decision was made, and after that decision was made, I tell you what, it has gone ahead to obviously not pay off to bring him on loan. And I think West Ham are like, why did we go ahead to obviously pay on that amount of money? You get? So I think a decision to not get him on a permanent deal is going to be made, and he's going to even miss out on the Euros. I tell you, he's going to miss out onto the Euros as a player, because when you are Kalvin Phillips, there is a player like Kobe Mainoo playing like that at Man United, you have no chance to board the plane to go to Germany. You have no chance, because you haven't gone ahead to give yourself a chance to get into that area. And that is exactly what is missing out of him. And he's not going to be given a go to Germany. And even if a chance would have gone ahead to be there, will he be physically fit? Because you never know. Players get injured, and in the due course of them getting injured, they find it hard to really not avoiding taking him. And I think he joins Marcus Rashford, another player that is struggling for form, to not go to the Euros. That is it. Because there are very many other players that are really doing well into that position of Marcus Rashford. Carl Palmer, there is Saka, there is Jack Grealish, Anthony Gordon, right? Gerard Bowen. Very many players are really performing better than him. And for Kalvin Phillips, there is a player that has gone to emerge in the names of Kobe Mainoo that you can never underestimate. After that, we have the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, shaking the tables again ahead of the game of they're going to play against Liverpool tomorrow. Huge game, and he's like, my players should obviously raise up to the occasion and really try to shock or throw in a shocker at the side of Liverpool. And he has said, Spurs, we need change. Change has to happen. I've got to change the squad. I've got to build a squad I think can play our football. For that to happen, there have to be exits. We are going to play and train a certain way. That's not for everyone. So looks like I was going to have to realize that the players some of the players that he's really having are not fitting his style of play, and he needs to obviously shake the table a little bit and really do a shake-up to get in players that can do the job. Have you gone ahead to lose to Arsenal 3-2 in the midweek? Then ahead to lose to Chelsea 2-0. He feels like something huge obviously coming through, and I think he should get in the players once, because all the players are going to sign this season are going to look well. Van der Ven, Vicario, even Timo Werner, who came on loan, looked good. Then which other player? James Maddison is also looking good. So all the players I was going to sign, I've going to hit obviously coming through and really offer a very good performance onto the day. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Modric new contract at Real Madrid considered. What do you make about Kalvin Phillips season ender, and Ange calling for exits from the side of Tottenham Hotspur? And I was going to hate obviously coming through and really said all they need is to see to it that a lot goes their way. So may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. And don't forget to subscribe, because we want to hit 21,000 subscribers before the end of today, guys. Let's obviously get in 50 subscribers to hit that milestone. Arsenal leading by 2-0 right now. I know they are going to win this, but I called for a 3-1 win for the club of Arsenal. A goal is going to hit to coming through, and it is going to hit to be really cancelled by the side of now VAR is obviously doing a proper check and see whether it has gone in or not.